money, and I heard about these three aspiring psychiatrists, William, Julie, and Bubba. They were taking their first test on emotional extremes. The professor asked William, "What is the opposite of sadness?" He replied, "Happiness." The professor asked Julie, "What is the opposite of depression?" She replied, "Joy." The professor asked Bubba, "What is the opposite of woe?" W-O-E. Bubba looked kind of puzzled. After a long pause, he replied, "Giddy up." All right, y'all, say it like you mean it. This is my Bible. I am what it says I am. I have what it says I have. I can do what it says I can do. Today I will be taught the Word of God. I boldly confess, my mind is alert, my heart is receptive. I will never be the same. In Jesus' name, God bless you. I want to talk to you today about don't ignore the warnings. God can see things that we can't see. He knows what's going to happen long before we do. There are traps the enemy has set to try to hinder us and cause us trouble. There are paths that look good to us, but they end in frustration. We look on the surface and think, this person seems fine, but God knows what their motives are. He knows hidden agendas. Well, this business deal seems exciting, this new door that opened, but God knows where the dead ends are, things that would waste our time. Before we get off course, before we make a major mistake, God will always give us a warning. In your spirit, there will be an unrest, an uneasiness, like an alarm is going off, saying, don't do that. Something is not right. Stay away from that person. Don't take that deal. It may not make sense to us, but you have to trust that God has your best interest at heart. He wouldn't be warning you if there was not danger up ahead. His warnings are not about limiting you, keeping you from your dreams, taking something away. It's about protection. It's about avoiding heartache and staying on the best path. You have to be sensitive to what you're feeling on the inside. Don't override the unrest. Don't go against that uneasiness. That's God speaking to you. It's a still, small voice, not in your mind, but in your spirit. Sometimes we feel the uneasiness, the alarm is going off, but we keep overriding it. You hear that whisper, you need to treat your spouse better. Quit saying condescending things. You need to take care of yourself. Quit eating so much junk. Quit staying up so late, watching TV. You feel that unrest, that nudging that you need to change. See, God said in Psalms, I will guide you along the best path for your life. That's the promise. God is going to guide you. But the next verse is the key. Don't be like a senseless mule and have to have a bit and bridle to stay under control. God is saying, I'm going to guide you. Don't be stubborn. Don't ignore my warnings. Don't keep turning off the alarm. You know what happens even in the natural. If you hear the alarm in the morning, you hit the snooze button, fall back asleep, goes off in 10 minutes, wakes you up. You hit snooze again, fall back asleep. If you do that long enough, you'll get to where you don't hear the alarm. It doesn't wake you up anymore. You become desensitized to it. It's not that the alarm stopped working. It's that you trained yourself to ignore it. In the same way, every time you override the unrest, you go against what you're feeling. Think, oh, I can handle it, Joel. It's fine. I'm going to be careful. I'll deal with it later. You're hitting the snooze button. The alarm is becoming less and less effective. You can get to the point where you don't hear it at all. It's not that God is not speaking. It's that you've ignored the warning so long, the alarm doesn't have any effectiveness. There's a lot of unnecessary pain we go through, unnecessary hurt and disappointment, because we're not sensitive to what God is saying. We override what we're feeling. And the beauty is God knows how to work all things for good. He can still turn it around, but it's much better to avoid it in the first place. Are there warnings God is giving you, but you're ignoring? Are there things you know you need to change, but you keep putting it off? God is not trying to punish you, delay you, limit you. It's to protect you. He can see things you can't see. He knows what's coming. If we'll pay attention, we can avoid a lot of heartache and trouble. This is what happened with Noah. Hebrews 11 says, by faith, Noah, being warned by God of things not yet seen, moved with holy fear and built an ark. Noah was going along fine, had a great family, blessed in his business, but something was coming that he couldn't see. He had no way of knowing danger was up ahead, that there was going to be a flood. It had never rained. They had no concept of water flooding and causing problems. No technology to forecast weather, predict storms. This was totally foreign, but God knows everything that's coming. The storms, the traps, the trouble, the people with wrong motives, the opportunities that look good but are dead ends. He's not going to let you walk into danger without giving you warnings. That alarm will go off. That uneasiness where you know you need to be careful. Noah could have dismissed it. There was no visible evidence that rain was coming, no clouds, no thunder. I'm sure he thought, man, I must have heard God wrong. This is far out. No, he moved with holy fear and built an ark. He had such a reverence for God, such a trust, that he acted on what he heard. Holy fear is knowing that God is protecting you from something that could cause heartache, that could set you back. Noah knew if he didn't heed that warning that he and his family were in jeopardy. This wasn't a light task. It took 120 years to build the ark. You can imagine the people that came by, made fun. There's that crazy guy building a boat in the middle of the desert. But Noah had a secret. He had been warned of things not yet seen. People couldn't see it. The experts couldn't see it. The weathermen couldn't forecast it. But God saw it. He knows what's coming. Had Noah ignored the warning, we wouldn't be talking about it. Because he obeyed, it saved him and his family. Some warnings, if you'll act on them, do what you know God's telling you to do, it'll not only save you, but it'll save your children. It'll impact your family and future generations. My prayer is that when we hear the alarm, we do like Noah and move with holy fear. We don't take it lightly. We don't dismiss it. Think, oh, maybe I'll deal with it later. I don't see anything wrong, Joel. What's this hurting? No, we have such respect, such confidence in what God is keeping us from that we don't delay. We don't play around. We have a holy fear. It's a knowing that even though I may not understand this, God is keeping me from trouble and heartache. He didn't have to warn us. He could have let us do our own thing. Oh, good luck. Big flood's coming. Sorry, it's going to be devastating. But in his mercy, he's watching over us, guiding us down the best path, warning us of floods, famines, dead ends. Let's be Noah's. He listened to the warnings. He obeyed what God told him to do. Here's the key. Ignoring warnings doesn't make the danger disappear. It just means you're not prepared for it. Noah could have said, I'm not going to build a boat. Life is good. That wouldn't have stopped the flood. He just wouldn't have had a way out. When you feel these warnings, it's for your own good, to keep you from unnecessary trouble. It may not be something big. You just hear that still, small voice telling you, don't go to lunch with that person. Don't text with them all day. Don't let them get close. Your mind, your reasoning says, why not? I like them. They're fun. Are you going to hit the snooze button? Ignore the warning? Do what you want? Or are you going to take heed? Obey what you're feeling? God is not trying to limit you. He's wanting to protect you. He can see what you can't see. He knows people's motives. Sometimes there are hidden agendas. That person that wants to get close to you so they can take from you. They don't care about you. They care about what you can do for them. People are not always who they say they are. We see the outside, what they present, but God sees the motives. He knows what they're really up to. When you understand the alarms, the unrest, the warnings are for your good, that it's God protecting you, then it's not a negative thing. You're grateful. You want to obey. You know that's God watching over you and keeping you on the best path. Years ago, Victoria and I came across this business opportunity that seemed so great, like a once-in-a-lifetime chance. The man we would partner with was a good Christian man, loved God, loved the ministry. I was in my 20s and it fell into our lap. I knew it was the hand of God. We proceeded with great excitement and enthusiasm. It was going to take a couple of years to get it all going. During the 6 months that we were drawing up the contracts, I began to feel this uneasiness, this unrest, but I wanted it so badly, I pushed it down. I thought that's just my nerves. When I saw facts and figures that didn't look good, I would discount it. Think that's not going to bother us. We'll be the exception. Over and over, I'd hear that still small voice say, Joel, This is not what it looks like. You don't know all the facts. I kept ignoring it. At one point, even my father said, Joel, I don't know if I feel good about this. Are you sure it's a great idea? I said, Daddy, I am so sure. This is an amazing opportunity. All these warnings. If you get so set on having it your way, you're only going to be happy if you do what you want, then you'll keep pushing that alarm down, keep ignoring the warnings. We ended up getting the business going, but it was never what it was promised to be. Never took off. There were things we didn't know until we got it running that would limit us and cause it to not flourish. Now, God ended up making it all work out, but the fact is, it was a lot of trouble, a lot of heartache that was unnecessary. I could have avoided that if I simply listened to the still small voice, if I'd not been so stubborn. I thought what I was feeling would limit me, that it was keeping me from my dreams, but now I realize it was trying to protect me and keep me from wasting my time. I've learned now to listen to the warnings. I don't go against what I feel on the inside. God